Welcome back to some more Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes. It's been a couple days, and there's been an update recently. One of the big changes in the update was one of my biggest complaints previously. Extinction levels are now game-wide, so no longer dependent on the fleet that you're playing with. So no matter which fleet you play, unlocks of the extinction level apply to all your fleets, which is fantastic. So you no longer need 40 runs to unlock Extinction 10 on all fleets, you just need 10. One other thing also is they added some secret special achievement and cutscene when you defeat the final boss, Cylon Baystar, which seems like a tough thing. Now, if I really wanted to do that, I would probably play on easy and not play on Extinction, but we're going to play on Veteran, we're going to play on Extinction 2, which is the only thing I have unlocked yet, and we're still going to see if we can get it done. I want to play with the Vanguard fleet, which gives us the 50% increased damage against enemies afflicted by a status effect, and reduced damage on enemies not afflicted by a status effect, and then we'll see how it goes. We start in with an armed ship and a salvage vessel, a Cobra, a Gazelle, and a Scorpio, and the radioactive missiles and the EMP missiles. And then, yeah, of course, that's that thing. Let's jump. Would immediately get another hero, or we could go here for Tillium, supplies, scrap. Well, no, hero it is. If I remember how to play this game. You know where to go? Maybe that's all of all. Underworld ship in the fleet. Yeah, we know about that. So first decision is going to be between Underworld and military, isn't it? Yes. Now, with Extinction, one faction starts at 10s, and it's the Workers. Interesting. I think we go for the military. Got a couple situations, got a couple things to resolve here. These are probably both hero actions rather than supply cost actions, but let's do this. Get a hero. Maybe double check what we got. Normally we have adaptive strategy. Oh yeah, you apply random status effects. Attack formation, and then reduced R&D cost. Yes. Storyteller. I think Storyteller is like giving us fleet health. And we can increase influence of the workers for a little bit of scrap. I think we do that. Okay. Chance to gain fleet health when your assigned squadron destroys an enemy unit. So that also means that allows you to be a squadron pilot, which is always nice to have. Alright, let's do a quick check here. What kind of buy events we have? Oh yeah, special perk with the CAC. I think that's always in the first sector, right? So, a random common upgrade, common perk to one squadron. Couple resources, which is not that significant, or we sell a 90 scrap to get an extra squadron. I think we'll improve one of our squadrons, because I'm actually not sure how many fleet slots we have here. Comes to deployments. Yeah, we only have 2 slots. Okay, we got this upgrade here, 10 damage to the primary weapon for our Raptor, which is our long-range shooter. Let me just get our Storyteller in here. Get our CAC into the Gazelle. I think. Hope he has this AoE effect. Let's see what our upgrades cost here. For 288, which is like almost what we have, we could get the third squadron out immediately. Increased radius on our abilities. Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, I think we wanna resolve these situations. Meeting with the workers. I want my. That puts me 30 scrap, no, 60 scrap further away from getting that upgrade. I will actually not do that. I really wanna do 2 invests here. And get that upgrade if we can. We'll hold off until we're almost fighting here. Okay, the other thing I want to do is train this ship a little bit. Get a little bit more DPS here. What's the crisis? Minus 30% to all squadron speed until we resolve this crisis. Or reduced hull for the Gazelle permanently. Let's see if we can resolve this crisis before the fight happens. What do we need to do? Okay, go to 1 battle without assigning. Well, I guess, you know, if we go into the first fight then with 3 squadrons, because I'm gonna unlock this against my better judgment. We don't assign Ruben. We will assign... Oh, XO... Gunstar weapon. All Gunstar weapons gain that chance. So it doesn't matter which weapon you're assigned to. Yeah, so we don't have our CAC assigned to a ship, but we do have 3 ships for the first fight. I think that should give us a bit of an edge here. 2 more actions to do. I think we're just going to train up the ship. We want to avoid any damage. Like, both of these ships start slightly damaged here. I don't want to get through another event threshold here where we get a negative effect. Okay, I think we've set it all up. Can just go straight into the battle. What we got? That's a squadron. Squadron Tolium supplies, or another hero supplies scrap. Gotta keep an eye on the Tilium, but I think I'm all about those heroes right now. Giving us more actions, giving us more passives, maybe more pilots for our squadrons. This is our automatic DPS ship. Zircus dealing more damage. 10% more damage each time you deal damage. Okay. 50% speed reduction. It's gonna be painful on the Cobra and the Scorpio. I don't think the Gazelle is gonna notice it even. We're doing 56. They have 50 health, but we're doing 25% reduced damage because we're not. You know, we're not doing the thing. We're doing 80 damage with the AoE. Well, maybe let's keep that for later. The striker. So far, so good. This might be a case where we pop the AoE here. Immediately instant one-shot these two guys. 3.8 until this launches. Maybe we wanna stun this guy when he comes out. It's a heavy raider. They have a lot of health. This should work. It's big hits. Okay. I'll take a little bit of damage here, I think. Shouldn't have shot him. You're also already really damaged. Seconds. There's a heavy raider coming again. Should have paid attention to that earlier. I was going to just concentrate the fire. Ooh. Okay, were you? Never heavy. I wish. I wish that interface wasn't in the way here. Away. Strikers, I don't think they switch to our ships when we attack them. They stay on course to whatever target that is they have. Okay, at this point, 15 seconds. I think we're gonna fly closer to the Gunstar. Yeah, no, we can just land and prepare to jump. The If this is the armed ship, I really would like to level that up as quickly as possible, but I also think the actual ship XP, and they didn't fix the bug where you still hear the armed ship shooting after the fight. Let's try to get this to level 3 as soon as possible. Even though, you know, this fight, we didn't use the shooting of that ship at all. What's the next step? Reef the staff. Well, should be a brief thing to do, right? Wait. So, Calc does the briefing. Solved. Good work. Level up. 2 XP every time. We killed something. 20% damage against raiders and heavy raiders, and 1 XP for destroying them. I think this has gotta be it. That makes up for the 25% damage reduction when we're fighting somebody we haven't debuffed. Arian. Sounds very, very much like fleet health again. Got the workers want supply. Every time a base resource is spent in fleet management. Having this early, like we're constantly, like each time we resolve a POI, we spend Tilium, that counts as a base resource spent. This is basically a fleet health cheat code. Humanitarian. Ryusai, you are my engineer. You're now my main gunner. Congratulations on your promotion. Okay. Let's have a drink on that. And we can probably, you know, drastically improve his morale. See if we can unlock his special quest line. Fill her up. Give me some scrap. Reaction point recovery when a crisis is resolved. Sounds good. Let's wait that we actually see what the crisis is, if we need our hero actions for the crisis. We're just gonna train the crew here. Late repairs. Find some spare parts on structures or wreckages. So it's probably resolving POIs to resolve the crisis. Like 20% cooldowns is not that terrible of an effect. But I also think the increased cost for R&D upgrades is not a big deal, because we don't have any scrap anyway, because somebody spent it all. But I think we're doing this. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not a structure or wreckage. It's an ice comet. Giant Squadron permanently gains 4% in damage every time it is deployed in a battle for the first time. What? For every fight this squadron participates in, we get a stacking damage boost? Is that how I'm reading it? Okay. Alright. Let me just go to the hangar. Permanent damage increase. I think having that on the Cobra seems kinda nice. We want to get our CAC back in here. In the Gazelle. Do I want you in the Gazelle? Well, you're doing 20% extra damage against raiders and heavy raiders. Do I want that in the Scorpio, where it can apply to the AoE? I actually think I want you in the Scorpio. Right. Weapons. It only works on weapons with an AoE. I think the EMP missile have an AoE, right? It's a missile, and with the shorter cooldown, it fires more often, so more chances to trigger the 1 in 3 chance, yeah. Okay. Max level for this. Increased hull, increased DPS. Or arm chip. Now, I want to quickly check here. If we had 92 scrap, we could get the critical effect threshold removed and more repairs whenever we repair something. So I think we're gonna invest in some scrap. Workers are now hostile. Yikes. Let's hope we can fix that next sector with something. With maybe a bar event or so. Unlock that. That also removes the negative effect threshold, well, the one we had already reached. It's a shame we don't have any event to get any XP here on our new hero. But at least we got everybody else to level up. Then I guess we start looking at some Tilium. What we got? The elite Cylon battle over here. We have one wreckage POI, right? Is that what I'm seeing? Prices. We need tier 2 POIs to complete the crisis. Can't complete it, we're gonna have the increased cooldown on our weapons. That being said, there's no fuel over here outside of getting something from the trader. I feel like with the 3 ships that we have, getting an extra battle in is really committing to our early game advantage, you know, getting something out of that extra investment we did. Prepared shot. All units gain 15 to your range. Okay. What kind of units are you facing anyway? Raider, Heavy Raider, Sniper, and Tempests. Right onto those snipers. Get you on this, get you on this. Okay. You're gonna just blow up these guys. Shoot that. You're gonna take care of the raiders. Not ships this time. This time around. Okay. And this time the raiders are turning around to face us. Okay. You really need something to give me a little bit more damage so we can kill raiders in a single hit. Yeah. Somebody takes care of their snipers. Whatever spawns next, we want to use some missiles on, I think. Yeah, like 1 second too early. Stack. You shoot this guy, you come over here, you come over here. Take care of this. You position yourself that you can destroy 3 guys here. Even get 4? I can probably get 4. Oh. Yeah, somebody got a little bit trigger happy, eh? Ah, goddammit. Okay, 1.5. You're shooting, you're shooting. Keeps shooting also. Okay. Ooh. Big group jumping in over there. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it in time to trigger our AoE. We might just actually see if we can intercept these with the AoE. That was very convincing. Okay. So this has the ability where we constantly get more speed after every time we destroy something, including missiles. So 5% extra speed. So we are at what? 45% extra speed, which is fairly fast. It's going to be taking a little bit of a beating here. It's a shame you can't see the critical thresholds. Okay, you can take on this. Let's trigger that so you can kill this thing. A lot of missiles that are coming in here. Oh. 7 seconds. So far out. Land, jump. Okay. This time we go for the Squadron XP. Extra range is always nice. Activatable speed boost is nice, but 15 extra range. It's not a huge increase. I already have 112 range, but it's kind of nice to have. We have artillery, right? So we need to be standing still. Cannot shoot while moving. So the more range they have, the more likely it is that we can shoot everything without moving. So I'm gonna go all in on the range here. Let's fix this. Oh, hang on. I mean, that's not a crisis-related thing, right? I want to make sure your action point is spent. Oh, we have a crisis? What do you mean we have a crisis? It is an early Cylon crisis. Okay. First of all, can we fix something with the workers? Drink with the workers? Yeah, okay, cool. Spend the extra stuff. Not hostile, just tense. And I guess we start investigating. I don't think there's any difference on what you do here. I just want to see green check marks here on Mr. Legendary Perk. Thank you very much. So if we go into the battle, we're not gonna have our ship protecting us. And again, I don't have the scrap to get any repairs in anyway, so might as well, you know, just get it behind us. A legendary squadron, okay. Destruction of a designated target. Okay, so we have the typical sniper turret here. Ooh, we can actually outrange that with the upgraded Cobra. So maybe we see if we can keep the others outside of the radius for now. That's a lot of damage. It's no, what's the turret doing? 36. We'll do more damage as we start to damage. Do more damage as we start to damage this. Yeah, exactly. Turret has been destroyed. Raiders destroyed. You start damaging this. You go for these guys here. You go for the regular raiders. Okay, I need to help a little bit with the cleanup. Get a missile in on these two. You guys keep shooting regular raiders here. Missiles destroyed everything there. That's fantastic. That's not me. Are you applying your negative status effect to this? It's frailed every time it deals damage to a unit. Not frail? That looks frail to me. No, maybe that's the objective, right? This is all working as advertised here. Many enemies spawning in, I can barely keep up with the regular units. Yeah, need to do a little bit of this. Radar, you can't take care of a radar on your own. Certainly help if we had some more missiles available from the main ship. But with the increased cooldown, oh god, we're about to lose the Scorpio. Just abandon this. Still, this thing still has 3000 health. You guys. See if we can get the Scorpio back home. Oh, we have the instant revive. Once per whole campaign. Okay. Done here. Oh, we got the instant reset on that. Yeah. Well, that was a total disaster. I think I'm needed on an issue here. We'll make the Raiders pay next time. What are you complaining about? Because when the Ashen have been clashing over a crate of resources. We protect the workers. Cool, now we have 2 factions tense and a faction of higher influence that is tense. On the bright side, we got a level up on one of our squads. %20 extra damage against any unit not attacking it. 25 flat extra damage to the primary weapon, yeah. That seems pretty good. Let's get some fuel. Resolve this. Get a couple nukes. Then I think we're gonna wait here a second. See what the crisis wants us to do. We need some scrap to repair the ship. It's so close to the next critical threshold. Into all scrap cost or increased damage taken for all squadrons? Well, I guess we take the increased scrap cost. Go to cure the Asham. They all kinda suck here. We still have this. We can resolve, well, we probably have to resolve some of that stuff next sector. Let's do this one, right? 1 action or 8 supplies. That is clearly a case of let's do the action. More supplies and a little bit of fleet health. Okay. I thought there's a follow-up, but then if that's crisis solved, that means we already got our action point back. So we can either resolve this, or, because we're in the last section of the sector, or take the extra fuel. If we don't resolve this needs to be our first action next sector. But I'm fine with that. I want the extra fuel and the extra XP. Okay. Civilian ship. And everything else is trash. Or civilian. Both have the crisis objective we need. Don't want the civilian ship, but it's just colonial ruins and fleet health. That feels like flying to an empty sector. I think we need the scrap to get some repairs going. Nisha. Please don't punch me. Any unit is destroyed. The explosion deals damage to all units within the affected area. And what are you doing? 30% extra speed for 4 seconds for units that are deployed. Okay. Not liking any of that. And what kind of ships are we expecting? Radar, heavy radar, striker, border. Border is a big kill me first thing. You here? Really? You got the speed boost, but we're slowing him down. Is there another striker? I think with these two can probably take down this guy. We might just go stun missile and this guy's path. What happened there? Why are you not chasing that guy? Actually, you fly there. You kill him. Or you kill him. I don't even care. Oh, looks like a Scorpio mission here. What happened there? How did you all yeah, you get the extra speed, but how do you evade the AoE? 80 damage to all enemies. I don't get it. Well, this guy is gonna explode, I think. Okay. I'm assuming they're gonna fly towards the civilian ship here. That's a good assumption. Good assumption to make. They didn't last long. Alright, Holocan. Excuse me. I still wish the cooldown would be a little bit more old man eyes readable. Okay, you go straight for striker. You start killing raiders. Yeah, I honestly... Oh, okay. Hang on. 80 damage minus 25% because they're not injured. Means we're doing 42 damage. Each 25% from 80 is 60 damage in my book. Why are we doing 42? You don't have evasion. And you just have a buff for extra speed. I don't get it. Let me get you on the radar, get you on this thing. The striker here going to blow up. Yeah, you can come intercept there. You can move everybody and confuse me about the damage numbers. Okay, 18 seconds. Pull a little bit back so we're faster to dock once we need to. Oh, not doing as much damage as I needed to. You need to shoot here. You to start landing. Everybody lands. Okay. Not sure if that was enough damage to get me into the critical zone there. Oh boy. Oh, did we suffer a hit here on the Gunstar? It's so close. I think it's still on the right hand side. Additional POI. That could be anything, right? That could be a civilian ship that we rescue. 30 XP for the Scorpio, which puts us 1 XP short of a level up. Res getting 15 XP. You're gonna level up from the POIs anyway. Alright. Far number sector. We need... First of all, we need to resolve that. Right, Cylon investigation. We got our first confirmed non-Cylon. Can we mend fences with the workers? Okay, Deals butcher. Yes, please. Cards with the workers. Ooh, or we can get... Oh, die. Higher morale. No, I think I really wanna... I don't want to have 2 factions tense here. Okay. Fixed it. 25% extra XP. So many heroes this time around. I think that's totally worth it. Okay, let's get some scrap. Solves this crisis, which should refund us here an action point. And we got an opportunity. Gives us 100 scrap when we do what? Destroy 15 Cylon units with Mishra assigned to a squadron. But I do my... No, you're nothing at the moment. Well, you're about to level up. I think that's a reroll. I don't care about fleet health. This is weird because it's just, you know, you need to resolve a POI, then you get 10% reduction on the shop. It's like something that happens 3 times in the whole run. And this is just for the next battle. I think it's 2 weak, 5 hull points. Okay, 5 hull points every 5 seconds for the duration of the next battle. You know? Honestly, actually, as long as we resolve 1 crisis a sector, we're passively healing the whole time. Sitting a little bit on my rerolls here, but that's fine. Alright. Well, let's grab some stuff here, right? Anything that's super worthwhile? 5 versus 9. Okay, I guess we need to calm the situation. What do you want us to do? Anti-hero action. Well, first things first, level up. You an elite shooter. All science content abilities gain 3 additional users and 25% reduced cooldown. Currently, we don't have any limited use abilities yet on you. Also, I'm more interested on the cooldown reduction, honestly. I feel like this has been upgraded. I think this only used to give additional users. Now it also gives cooldown. We'll take in that. We'll take in that for sure. Okay, let's resolve this stuff here. Just 1 fuel difference. This is a 2 nuke difference, but we don't have a nuke launcher. It's a 3 supply difference. So I think it's still better here. Both are... Well, this is a 1 and 4. It's still better than getting supplies over here. Anyway. Get injured, don't get injured. Didn't get injured. Emptiness links to the Cylon. What did it reveal? Well, great. It revealed that the guy where we know she was not a Cylon is actually not a Cylon. I think this is a reload, a reroll. Yes. Gunstar weapon applies frail every time it deals damage. It deals damage to a unit. Well, at the moment you are on the stun enemies don't deal damage weapon. Just means we need to put you on the other weapon. We need to find better weapons. Okay, we're about to have a crisis. We still have 2 hero actions remaining. I think we're definitely not going to use a hero action on this, but I want extra fuel, so let's get this, trigger the crisis, see what we have to do here. Tilium theft. Lose 1 Tilium every 3 turns, or... Oh no, 20% extra fleet health losses. Oh no, it's terrible. That. I cry every time I lose fleet health. Completely deteriorated. Why? Strange. Okay, last hero action. 2 nukes or 3 extra supplies? I think I want the supplies. We're about to go into a Cylon boss battle. On the other side of the Cylon boss sector, so the first sector after the boss fight, is always going to be a shop. And if we go with a lot of supplies into a shop, we can buy more stuff. Eesh. Why haven't you triggered 2 of those? That's just mean. Well, we're going to remove this one. I think we leave this one for next sector. So let's see. Let's throw in one big repair on the Gunstar. And I think one small repair here on the Tethys. And one, wouldn't it be nice if you had money to repair on the other ship? Okay, well, actually, we do have money. Which means we're not picking up the nukes at all. It's fine. Finger, weapon assignment. I need to swap out these guys here. You go on the stun missile. You go on the damaging missile. Not much of a choice. But hey, we can finally get a civilian ship to add to the fleet. Being hanged. Yeah, well, it's not the Centurions this time around, eh? We used to have the Centurions on the first boss battle. Leave us alone. It's the jerk, a clerk. Interrupting me. How about you shut up? Oh, did I assign Hadrian? Did I forget to assign Hadrian? Ah, ah. Ah, damn it. I don't think I can assign from here. No. Alright. Remember that pop-up before the boss battle starts? Hey, have you assigned all ships? Have you selected civilian defense? Yeah, that's the one where I clicked yes. Like the whole, you know, you're deleting some files from your computer and the system's like, are you sure you want to delete them? And yet, yes. And that's then the moment where you're actually not so sure. Okay. Polyphemus Eye. It's these chasing World of Warcraft boss beam thing. It's the best way I can describe it. Alright. Got a fighty ship here on the right hand side, which I always prefer. I like it when they're on the right side. Let's get you in here. Striker, striker, striker. Get you in here to shoot this down. You move a little bit forward. And start shooting this guy. I think we can immediately hit this. Do they have other ships outside of strikers? Might wanna help out a little bit. If you get targeted by that shit. But hey, wouldn't it be fun if I was standing inside those stunned ships and when the eye is targeting me? This is all. No, there's actually still one guy alive. You get this. You get the sniper. Like, so I know the game is kind of projecting the path here, but the sniper's not going to fly that path all the way, right? It's going to fly until it's in range to shoot the Gunstar, which maybe I don't care about. Well, I care about, but not that much. Oh, they already did. So maybe then I'm gonna do this. Fly this way with the polyphemus eye. How did you survive the friendly fire there? I'm offended. Okay. Everything's fine. Trying to get my bearings here a little bit. Double heavy radar. We're just gonna group up on this guy and probably throw a missile on that guy. Yeah, that is not fine. Not flying there. And then we're flying this way. Still over there. Okay, once he's stunned, you can well, once he's stunned, the ship's gonna take him out. So I think actually you can move in on the snipers here. Trying to use the polyphemus eye for friendly fire has not really worked out so far. You in the middle, do a nice little AoE as they spawn in. Again, it does not do as much damage as I was hoping it would. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and target my fast ships instead of always my slow ships? Okay, so if I'm seeing this correctly, my missile needs like one second to land here. Probably target it in a way so I don't hit myself. That's a quick and clean cleanup. Yeah, so far we have things kind of under control, but I'm like, if my plan was really to destroy the final base star in the final fight, we really need some serious weapon upgrades. We have 6 seconds away from being able to jump. Maybe I should just do this. Should never have flown you out all the way out there. Yeah. Gotta throw this missile in there. Hey, Why is the Scorpio not flying back? They are all coming for this. I think we're gonna jump here. And get the Scorpio crashed here. Otherwise we take too much damage on that civilian ship. And we avoid the ship getting wrecked. Alright. Morale decreased. But you're still fine. Get some level ups. AoE on your primary weapon. So hang on, we got the 3 additional charges, 25% cooldown reduction. This doesn't look great. Not feeling any of those. Let me just see what else we have. We have a bunch of rerolls still available. 40 extra health. It's pretty good. The nuclear engine is great on any other ship. We're already super fast, right? And we gain more speed. Then we get a speed increase here. Okay, and then just taking the plating. Plating's fine. Range, yes. Range good. Reroll. "20-second cooldown. 100% evasion. 80 extra speed. For half a second. Or 15% damage increase for 5 seconds every time we destroy an enemy unit. Not stack, but reduce the duration of each kill. I like this more. Just raw damage. Alright, we're about to take a break here, but I think I want to do just the free actions. Maybe take a look what the ship is. Let's do the evidence here. Okay, that clears you, and it clears you. At least we haven't invested any too much yet in the quest line. What do we have at the bar? Take cards with the underworlds. Eat over from the workers. Trillium for scrap. Or get Ryusai. Morale. I think we'll take the opportunity to mend fences here with the underworlds. Even if it costs me some supplies. Let's have a quick look at what we have in the shop. Straw. And the Viper. I don't think there's any way we can get to 200 scrap. Ace Pilot, what's that? 20% speed. I mean, getting an extra hero is never bad, and we have a good amount of supplies. So that might be something we do. But either way... Okay, I'm gonna look what the civilian ship is. I don't want to wait until next episode for that. What you got for me? It is a casino cruiser. 25% extra stuff each time we jump. That is one of my favorite ships. And also one of the ships I hate the most. Because now I'm like, do I want to spend 20 supplies on a hero? Or do I want to sit on my supplies and get more bonus supplies? Well, good news is, that's a question future commander will have to worry about. Okay, I still need to resolve this, otherwise I can't click on anything. If we reduce our relation with the workers, we lose this opportunity. So I guess we don't care about healthcare. It's still fine. It's still average. That's better than some have. Vulnerabilities gain 50% extra duration, or 20% reduced cooldown. I'll have to think about that level up. For now, I'm gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.